I'm Julia, the Vine, and today I'm without the rum because I'm going to talk about Christmas traditions in Austria, and specifically I'm going to talk about the pagan traditions that you might not have heard about. Like many European countries, Austria was Christianized, but some of the pagan beliefs and superstitions that existed before are still maintained, and we still practice some of those traditions today. Some of them also mixed more with Christianity to become a new blend, but that still retains a lot of the pagan elements. A lot of these pagan traditions are centered around the Rauhnächte. Those are 12 special nights between the 21st of December, so St. Thomas Night, and the 6th of January, when Epiphany in the Christian calendar happens. And basically during these nights it's believed that the membrane between our world and the world of spirits and demons is especially thin, since it's also like the middle of winter with the longest nights, and that during those times a lot of magical, mystical stuff may happen. But there's also some special traditions that already happen all the way at the start of December throughout Advent. Most traditions are based around keeping away evil spirits, trying to attract good luck for the next year, and also some fortune telling for the new year, because we all want to know what's coming for us next year. So without further ado, let's dig into what pagan traditions are still celebrated in Austria today. So first of all, we have St. Barbara's Day on December 4th. This is one that's more mixed with Christian lore and Christian beliefs, but many argue that it's also existed before and it was just incorporated into St. Barbara's Day. Basically what we do is we cut a twig from a cherry tree and place it in a vase with water. You usually keep it in the kitchen, somewhere warm where it has the chance to grow and blossom, because for each blossom that the twig grows, you get to have a wish for the new year. But don't tell anyone what you wished for, or it won't come true. So before I get into the next point, let me explain to you that on December 6th is actually when Santa Claus visits Austrian children, except we refer to him as St. Nicholas. Yeah, on the 24th someone else brings the presents, but we'll go into that in another video. So on December 6th, St. Nicholas will come and bring presents, especially oranges, chocolates, peanuts, to the children who behaved well. But if you didn't behave well, one day before, on December 5th, Krampus will visit you. So Krampus is basically Santa's evil friend. He's there to balance the good out with the dark. So Krampus is the most important Christmas demon, or also actually some people see more characteristics of the devil as he's described in the Bible and things like that. He has hooves like a goat, and he's also a bit furry. He might have a tail, an extra long tongue, and horns. Generally a very creepy creature to meet while you're out on a long winter night. While St. Nicholas brings you chocolates, oranges, nice things, maybe new socks that you need for the winter, Krampus on the other hand brings you coal and a switch to beat you with if you didn't behave well. So that's one reason for Austrian kids to try and be in the best behavior during Advent. In some parts of Austria you might actually also find Krampus parades during Advent and the Christmas time. Just beware, it's still people that dress up in the furry costumes and detailed wooden masks, but they won't stop at beating you with a switch. Now, December 21st holds a special meaning in a lot of different places. St. Thomas Night, as it's also referred to, or the winter solstice, is pretty much the longest night of the year. So there is, in many countries, a lot of pagan beliefs around that night. In Austria, it's pretty much one of the most important Rauhnächte that I mentioned in the beginning. And especially on that night, it's believed that dark spirits, Christmas demons, can pass over from the other world and may bring bad luck onto you and your family. At the same time, it's also believed that it's a night where there's especially much opportunity for fortune telling to see what will happen to you next year. One way to prepare against Christmas demons, however, is to burn a special incense. Usually nowadays you can buy it in a church for a small donation. It's different types of incense, and you burn it and walk with it through your house. And if you have a barn, if it's still like a traditional farmhouse, you'd also go through all parts of the farmhouse. For us at home, it's pretty much just the house, the cellar, the garage, the usual parts. Some people also walk through the garden. And the point of it is to chase away the bad, evil spirits with the smells of the incense, so they won't come near the house and leave the bad vibes and magic with you. The next important date is December 24th. So Christmas Eve is actually when Christmas is mostly celebrated in Austria. And there's also a special pagan belief about it. It is said that on December 24th, on Christmas night, the animals in the barn will be able to speak like humans. And not just that, they'll also be able to predict your future. However, if you're tempted to find the nearest farmer and walk into the barn at midnight on Christmas Eve, don't, because it's also said that anyone who hears them will die. So that's a bit of a conundrum. You can hear your future, but you'll die immediately, or you'll just have to live with not knowing. Last but not least, on December 31st, there is another one of those very special Rauhnächte, where the demons come into our world and might bring bad magic with them. But there's one thing that you can do to stop them on that very night. Do your laundry. I know, it sounds ridiculous, but my family still does it to today. You make sure you wash your laundry and you don't have anything hanging up on your clotheslines. Because if you do, a demon on the wild hunt, as they try to run through your property, they might get stuck and they will leave bad magic, bad luck behind them. In older times, that was then said to lead to death or bad crops in the next year. But you never know these days. A bit of good luck can't hurt, and it's also nice to start into the new year with all your laundries and chores done. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to have more Christmas demons and pagan traditions, check out my new books, Christmas Demons Run into Imperfect Proposals. You can use this discount that will also link in the description to get them at a special discount on the Wine & Rub shop. And make sure to subscribe for more Christmas in Austria videos and generally our adventures in Austria, Ireland and Barbados. See you next time!